Hello, Henry and Inez. How do you like my hat? Est-ce que tu aimes mon chapeau ou mon toque? Nice, eh? I thought I would wear this special hat because I have a special Christmas story for you. It's called Finding Christmas. And the author, remember who the author is? The person who wrote the book? Robert Munsch. And the illustrator who drew the pictures is Michael Marchenko. And this is that author, Robert Munsch, who wrote, do you remember the story? In kindergarten, we share everything. That's that same author, Robert Munsch from Guelph. So let's see what Finding Christmas is all about. Finding Christmas by Robert Munsch. To Julie, Andrew, and Taya Munsch from Guelph, Ontario. So this family is from Guelph, and that's where you're from. Here we go. Julie always found her Christmas presents. One year, she found them in the basement. And one year, she found them in the bathroom. And one year, she found them in the... What do you think this room is? Where you keep the car and all your tools. One year she found a Christmas present in the garage. But this Christmas, Julie began to wonder if she was getting any presents from her family at all. She had looked and looked and looked and found nothing. On Christmas Eve, Julie decided to give it one last try. She went down into the basement and pushed her way through the spider webs. No presents. She went into the bathroom and pulled out all the towels. No presents. She's getting worried. She went into her parents' bedroom and took out all the clothes from the drawers and all the clothes from the closets, and still no presents. She moved everything out of the garage and looked underneath the cart and behind the lawnmower. And still, no presents. Look at all the socks and her underwear and everything's flying around. She's making a mess. She called her friend who lived across the street and said, Denise, Denise, I have looked all over the house and there is nothing here. It's Christmas Eve and there are no presents. Look at her. She's yelling, none at all, no presents. Denise said, stop, stop. I'm looking over at your house and guess what I see on the roof? There's Denise looking on the roof. What does she see? I know, said Julie. There is a Santa Claus with a sleigh. My mom and dad had put that up this year. Isn't it neat? Yes, it's neat, said Denise. And what is in the back of the sleigh on top of your roof? Ah, Julie said, a large box. Yes, said Denise. And what do you think is in the box? Of course, said Julie. They hid the presents on the roof. I don't know. So Julie went to bed early, and then very quietly, she climbed up onto the roof, and she opened the box on top of the roof and looked in. There she is. Oh, the cat's saying hello. The box was full of presents. Julie pulled herself up, and she fell in. The top closed and she could not get out. She yelled, Denise! But Denise had already gone to bed. Julie yelled, Daddy! But her dad was busy decorating the tree. She yelled, Mommy! But her mom was busy wrapping one last Christmas present for her dad. She yelled, Andrew! But her brother was putting out a plate of cookies for Santa. She even yelled, Taya! But her sister had gone to sleep on the couch. Oh, look at that's a dog, a chien. Have you learned that? Chien? There was no way to get out, so Julie decided to take a nap. She lay down in the middle of the presents, wrapped herself in a blanket, and went to sleep. Very late that night, Julie's mom and dad went up on the roof to get the box and took it inside. "Ha!" said Julie's dad. "Julie never saw any Christmas presents this time. She doesn't even know what she's getting." They don't know what happened. "Yes," said her mom, "we definitely fooled her this time." Do you remember who's in there? They reached in the box and brought out a bicycle. "A great present for Andrew," said Julie's dad. They reached in the box and brought out some markers. "A great present for Julie," said her mom. They reached in the box and brought out some building blocks. "A great present for Taya," said her dad. Then they reached in the box and brought out a Julie, fast asleep. "Look at this," said Julie's dad. "It's a little girl. Who's getting the little girl?" "I didn't get anyone a little girl," said Julie's mom. "Well, it looks like a really nice little girl, and I want it for my Christmas present," said her dad. "It looks like a really nice little girl to me too, and I want it for my Christmas present," said her mom. "No," said her dad. "I saw it first. It's going to be my present." "No," said her mom. "It's a girl, and I'm a girl, so I should get it. It belongs to me." They're fighting over this little girl sleeping in the box. But who is it? It's their daughter. They don't even recognize it. Then Julie woke up. "Wait a minute," she said. "I belong to you both." "Right," said her mom and dad. Then they gave her kisses and hugs and wrapped her up and put her under the tree with the labels that said, "To Mommy and Daddy." Look at the dog's laughing. And look at her face. Does she look very happy to be wrapped up with a label on her? On Christmas morning, Andrew, Taya, so her brother and sister, found Julie all wrapped up under the tree. So Andrew wrapped himself up and went under the tree, and Taya wrapped herself up and went under the tree. When their parents finally woke up, the kids all yelled, "Merry Christmas!" And everyone agreed it was the best Christmas ever. There's all the kids all wrapped up. So there you go. I borrowed this book from school, so I'll have to see if there's other Christmas stories I can find. So I hope you and Yanez have a great night's sleep, and I'll see you soon. Love you guys.